name is Dr. Valerie Callender. I'm a board-certified dermatologist.
I'm Dr. Stephen Franzoy, Professor of Psychology at Marquette University, where I offer both undergraduate and graduate courses in psychology.
There are several factors that cause thinning. Number one, the scalp environment. An unhealthy scalp can cause hair thinning. Number two, hair breakage, and that's very, very common. And hair breakage, as we know, is associated with hair chemicals, brushing, combing, some of the chemical treatments that we do to change our hair texture, as well as shedding. Some of the early warning signs for hair thinning is when your hair is not as full as it used to be. So when you have that hairstyle, the ponytail, and it's not as thick as it used to be, that's an early sign. When you part your hair and that part is wider, that's an early sign as well.
The spotlight effect is a very common effect that we find when somebody notices something about themselves that is not quite right. And what happens is that they tend to think that everybody is noticing that they have a spotlight on them, and that whenever they walk around they're very self-conscious. So what we really know from research is that people overemphasize this, they over-exaggerate it.
When patients come to my office and they're concerned about hair thinning, it's an emotional visit. These women are so concerned about how they look, how they feel, and hair thinning can be psychologically devastating to a lot of women. And so they're concerned about it. So my job and my goal as a dermatologist is to make sure that this, number one, is not a medical condition, hair loss. And if it is hair thinning, to go through some of the causes as well as some of the treatment options.
One thing with women is that because it's considered by most people to be a male problem, women with thinning hair think that they're alone, that they're the only ones suffering from this. They're embarrassed, they're humiliated in many ways, and they don't talk about it. What hairstylists can do is open up that dialogue, and once they do, they can then search with the client for a solution to the problem.